So, Parky, last week we had a few messages come in about Ray, about he brought a little friend along with him. I've had a few. Have you got a picture of that, mate,
I
anywhere?
I think let me see if I can find one, mate. I'm pretty sure we've got this picture. Let's have a look. Sure, it's here.
Absolute
It's a bit shocking,
shock.
so just be careful. Just- it's nasty. I mean, no wonder, no wonder people were calling in, mate. I mean, that's Ray. I don't know what you were thinking there.
Mate,
Look, I went cow tipping up at Rocky and I must have bought something. All I can say.
you got foot and mouth.
Yeah, foot and mouth for all the cows.
I tell you, your hair's looking good though. That's
It's
quality.
a stunning image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we better get rid of that because I think it's a bit nasty.
That's
It's a bit
terrible,
nasty.
Ray, honestly. How long did that take to get rid of?
Yeah, it's still there. I could feel it underneath.
Always
So
watch
Someone
it pop
messaged
out.
in and someone messaged in and said his nickname should be Beasting.
It's nasty. It was nasty. It was nasty. Let's just say that.
So, boys, Challenger series, mates, we're introducing something new, which is cool, and it's the Manager's Prize. Mate, do you want to talk a little bit about that, Parky?
Yeah, mate. I mean, obviously, for all the team managers out there who do all the work bringing their teams together, bringing people around and getting them all signed up and all those sorts of things. So we thought there was a bit of a gap there for them after all they're doing most of the work. No different to local comps, but definitely in Challenger series. So what we've introduced is there's a $12,000 prize pool. Annually we've brought in. So basically every bi-monthly period, if your team's playing, and you're the team manager, you'll go into the draw for some cash. Let me just bring up a screen here, see if I can grab it here, and we can check it out. But yeah, so it's just a bit of a thank you, to the team managers out there, basically.
Yep.
So you can see here, see here, managers, nice and easy. So we've got 3 draws. One of those team managers get $1,000. Then the second draw will be 650, and the third will be 350. Yeah,
And that's
it's
bi-monthly, right?
yeah, mate, bi-monthly, exactly right. Exactly right. So every
Okay.
2 months we'll do that draw. So but the big thing is your team's got to be playing, in that period to be eligible.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. That's good for the people who sort of go to work and get all the players there. So that's a good feedback for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a few people sort of, over the years sort of say some stuff, but now it's become relevant in Challenger for sure. So we'll bring that in and hopefully, well, not hopefully, people will definitely win some cash for organising these teams. So that's a big one.
Yeah, nice. Mate, we're talking about salary caps, etc. The last podcast, mate, we Beef City Brawl, which was a couple of weeks ago, obviously up in Rocky. Zooming Zebras. Now that was a ladies' team, right?
Yeah, mate, pretty dominant. A few rep players in there. Ray, you might be able to touch on this little one a bit too, mate.
Yeah, with the I think that was the twins, the famous twins up there. One was the coach. She played a little bit, and her sister was pretty dominant. So yeah, I'd say they've probably got regular at least 5 or 6 rep players in there that go away to all state cups and a few of the tournaments. So they were a little bit ahead of the rest of the pack. But I haven't actually had a chance to look at their salary cap. It'd be interesting. They're probably going to have to.
Yeah, well, they're at 86,000, so they had 3 $10,000 players. Yep. So an easy fix for them, I suppose, is you lose one of your $10,000 players.
Yeah, you'd lose one. They'd only take you down to the 76,000 threshold. So you'd have to then lose another, probably say $8,000 player and bring in a $4,000 player.
Yeah.
So you've got to. Not just your marquee players, you've got to look at it. The 8 and the 6,000 ones can sometimes bump you up, and it's not as easy as just, we'll get rid of a 6,000, because the next player you bring in is coming in with 4,000, don't forget, as a minimum, unless you go to the bottom of the barrel and you pick one of those 1% players who are worth only 2,000.
Bottom of the barrel, Ray, that's a bit harsh, mate. You're talking about players. They're not just figures, mate. These people have got feelings, mate. Because I've got a feeling they might have a $2,000 player in their team.
I'm sure
she's probably feeling really ordinary bot right now.
Joshy Stowers will be real happy with that because he's at 2K.
And he's the one
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah.
I think
so. Parky, you went up to Hervey Bay, mate. Also on the weekend with the winter warm up. How'd you go up there, mate? Enjoy that?
Yeah, it was good, mate. And if we're talking about salary caps, if we're watching the salary cap up there, one of the teams up there, 20s Remix, who were quite good on the day, and we'll check out some leaderboards a bit later when we jump into it a bit more detail. But yeah, I mean, for them, they had a really well balanced side, so they've nailed the salary cap, so they won't lose any play. They won the event were still very good on the day. Like, not I wouldn't say dominant, but they were up. It was pretty even. But they won't lose any players. So they've smacked it bang on. So I mean, they came in a well balanced side. So if you come in with a well balanced side, you'll be able to retain your players. Whether the teams like the Zebras and Triple S and a few of these other guys we've been talking about in the past, the Thunder Ducks, as we spoke about last week, well, they're going to have to move on because they weren't well balanced teams. They were just red hot teams.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, and so they sat on their 76,000 after their 5 games. So nobody coming in, nobody coming out. And do you reckon, mate? What was that? Was that a platinum event or was that a gold event?
Platinum event. Yeah, still a platinum event. Okay. Platinum event. But I would say they would fit into they'd still fit into a diamond level event, that team. So I mean, but it was it was competitive. It still was a competitive competition. So some of those guys could pop up into diamond events, no problem at all, I would say.
Mate, do you think that's because they shared the play around as well? Like they didn't have a 1 or 2 dominant. They actually had players that shared the ball around quite a bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's like their girls are strong, their boys are strong. No one's out there just dominating. They played well as a team. Dean, the coach, did a great job. They were really good, but actually they came very, very well prepared. That team. They knew they were all over the app. They were very good, and it's a big reason why they're going to stay under that salary cap and not having to move any players on, unless someone can't turn up to the next event for them and they have to bring someone in. They can go along with that same team, which is what you're looking for.
And how many of those players would have played last year? Remember Ryan came down to one on the sunny coast. Most of those players.
None of that 20s remix team, mate. A lot of Ryan. There's definitely players that played in that event in the weekend up the winter warm-up that did play in that event that were successful down at the Christmas Classic last year, but they played in other teams within that event, yeah.
So, mate, if let me ask you this then. So we've used Triple S as an example, and they had a couple of dominant players, right? What if they decided before that game, if those individuals went, you know what, let's share this around? Do you reckon they could have stayed under the salary cap similar to this team? Like, is it a decision thing for teams to go, you know what, let's play as a team so we can win the team's money rather than trying to win the individual 10,000 plus the team thing? Do you think that's something teams are going to start to think about?
I think it's something individuals will have to think about because it becomes a moral dilemma, right? Do I want to go for the cash because I know I'm good and I'm half a chance here because I know I'm good, or do I want to do it for the team? So I think each team's going to have to go in, and 20s Remix might be one of those teams who is team orientated, whereas Triple S, because they have some very dominant players, maybe thinking the other way. I actually spoke to Olly Collins, who played in this event on the weekend, who was of a mindset of, I'm going to do it for the team. It actually did himself a disservice because he would have ended up in first place above the Stensons on the weekend because he was dishing the ball onto other players and trailing female players especially, that he probably left about 400 points on the table. Right? So I mean, it's going to be a dilemma for some players out there. Do I do it for the team and keep the team equal, or do I do it for myself? So, yeah, it's an interesting one. What do you reckon, Ray? What's your thoughts on that, mate?
Yeah, I think for the first one, like you said, this team's obviously nailed it. But once we start doing the bi-monthly prizes and people start seeing the cash going out, and people start getting their head around that, that'll be the interesting spin on how people play, especially when we get close to the end of the year when you've got big dollars coming up and people go, oh, hang on. If what you just said, he's left 400 points on the table. So if he goes, okay, I've just got to go into the next event, smash that, what I just did this weekend, and I'll start playing completely different. So, yes, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when we jump into the winter warm-up event a little bit more soon and we can check out their leaderboards and go over that, we'll see Olly and see what he left on the table and see, because at the moment in that event, on the leaderboard after that weekend, he's second now, but he would have been outright first by about 300.
Yeah, because all you're saying, if he was handing off to girls, which obviously playing in mix, so just handing off, he's getting an assist, 75 points is it for an assist? Yeah. Scoring a try himself is 150. So, yeah, you'll start seeing a lot of people going, well, I don't need to pass now. What's the point? We're not getting
it wasn't a primary assist because there was no active defender on him. So he's not getting any points. He's just been a nice guy.
Yeah.
And Olly's a very
Where the
nice.
nice guys
Olly's a
finish,
very nice
Scott.
guy. Well,
Yeah.
well, in this case, mate, second.
Second. Yeah.
You know, so he's finishing second at the moment. I did call him. I did call him today just to let just to, ask him about it. Obviously, he's going to come on. He said next week's call. I said, mate, come on next week's pod and let's chat about it, because he was a little bit distressed about it. He has entered another event this weekend up at the up at Coolum. So he's going.
Oh, nice.
He's going for it this weekend. He's going to change a bit of mentality, but we'll get him on, next week after that event as well, and get his take on both of them, and he'll be able to give us a bit of insight.
And mate, is he doing mixed again, or is he going into a men's one?
Yeah, he's doing mixed again. He's actually in
Okay.
a Sunny Coast uni side, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's jumping in there. So it'll be interesting to see how you go. Again, another platinum event. But about the similar strength, I would say, to what we were up at Hervey Bay on the weekends. It'll be interesting. But again, mate, Ollie's one of those type players, a bit similar to Dylan. He's really playing off his line well, a little kick through for himself, or someone else is doing the quick kick through and he's trailing. So he's on the ball. He knows what's going on. He knows where to attack from. He's just not just waiting for things to happen. He's out there searching for it.
Yeah, nice. So over those couple of talking points there. So number one, for the managers, well done. They create their teams and they can play for a little bit of cash, which is nice. And get your salary cap right if you want to stay together.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
All right, perfect. Now, we got any rumours? Any rumours at all? Anything?
Yeah, well, mate, I think that look, I don't know if it's a rumor, but let's call it a rumor. But I mean,
All right.
Fitstop had their corporate challenger series event earlier in the year.
Yep.
Alicia Lee was sort of the mastermind behind that. It looks like they've got 2 more booked in already.
Okay.
Another one to go in July and another one in November. So big things happening there for the Fitstop crew and the gyms around the sort of the Gold Coast and Brisbane areas. So but I'll tell you that the other rumor is that there's going to be more events up here in the Sunshine Coast for Fitstop gyms as well. So I know Jai, one of the locals up here, he's been organising a bit of stuff with Fitstop as well. So it's interesting where it's going. So I think you'll find that there will be more Fitstop events going on, around the place. Yeah.
And Parky, do you think their players are going to travel? They've already played in the first one, going to the second one, or are we talking some new players coming in from different gyms?
Oh, I think you'll definitely have new ones, but from what I'm hearing, though, a lot of the people that were there previously really enjoyed it, and they'll be back without a doubt.
And they'll be upping their points.
They'll be upping their points, mate. Yeah, they'll be upping their points.
Yeah, nice.
For sure. I mean, it's an interesting point you raised about travel, right? I mean, we had some guys from the Sunny Coast travel to Hervey Bay to play in that event in the weekend. So people are loving it. If it's a bit of a day out for them, they're going to go and play some tag, have some fun, then come home. So that's starting to happen as well, which is interesting, which is what the Fitstop guys will probably do as well.
And I think
Mate, you've just touched. Sorry, Ray,
I
yeah.
think also the benefit of this also is what I'm hearing from the Gold Coast area. There's some coming up in Brisbane in the coming weeks and we've got teams that want to go up there because they get to play against different players. They get to play different standards, different locations. To drive an hour and a half, 2 hours, and have the event and then go home is not a big ask. So they're saying, yeah, they're keen.
I think there's opportunity here too, and when they might say there could be a festival of some type on, say it's on the Sunny Coast and it's on the Sunday or it's on the Saturday night or the Saturday. And if we held one of these on the Friday, people are thinking, well, let's go up and play Friday night, go to the festival Saturday, and we can go home Sunday. So I think there's certain things that we can do with Challenger as well. We can align them with local events so we can people can get more than just going to play OzTag. They're also going up there for a good social with the team that they're in.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Mate, you just touched on the winter warm-up up at Hervey Bay. Mate, how did it all go? Give us a bit of an idea of everything, mate. How was everyone? Everyone take it all in really well?
Yeah, mate. I mean, it was well received, mate. I mean, it's Ryan runs a good show up there. He's got a really growing OzTag community up there, without a doubt. Super strong. They're fantastic facilities they've got there.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, the grounds were great. It was actually awesome in the afternoon. The sun was just going down. It was just it was really good. Bit cool, but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was really good. Yeah. So, but mate, as far as the level of play, just the atmosphere was good. People were just enjoying themselves. I mean, it's a different type of, Challenger brings that event day style that we're looking for, which is different to social and it's different to the big rep tournaments. It's somewhere in between, and that's what people are sort of liking. It's over and done with in 3 hours, and it's whilst they know they've played, they're not completely gassed. It was really good. Yeah, it was really good. The energy on the sidelines, again, I used energy last week in the pod, but just that fourth and fifth game when they're chasing the margin, mate. You've got grown adults screaming and yelling, left corner, just. It's so good. It's so good. It just
Yeah.
brings tingles to you. Just tingles to just get thinking about them, watching him. Just come. They're loving this. It's so good.
Yeah, and are they? Did you start to see the defensive team trying to defend certain areas and things like that? Are they starting to switch on to all those type of tactics yet?
Mate, they're trying.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's hard to
trying
see,
and
yeah.
doing are two different things, right? But yeah, no, it was good. They cottoned on it. I mean, the big pleasing thing for me on the weekend was a lot of the teams had the app.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
So a lot of people obviously been listening, tuned in the last pod we had and listened. Got to have the app there if you want to be successful. Jump in that. So they were on that. So they were all following that, which is really, really good.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good, mate. And mate, who's you wanted to have a chat about King Collins?
Yeah, well,
King
when
Collins.
we were just talking about Olly Collins before, and I mean,
Olly with his points.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've, Dallin, who's one of our main game callers, obviously is dubbed in King Collins.
He called
after
him.
his
He did
efforts.
too. And now I'm on the same page. Yeah, gotcha.
Right. So Ollie's
King Collins. How's he living that down?
Well, mate, I think he's embraced it, mate. He's got himself a crown. He's sharing it. Yeah. He's really lent into it, to be honest. So
Nice.
he's enjoying it. So you can see him up here in the leaderboard, with what he's with efforts on the weekend. Whilst he finished in his pool, on top, as you can see here, which he was pretty dominant in each of those games. When you go over the other pool, someone's in front of him on 3,030. But as far as Ollie goes, he's right up there. So he's second place overall on the the open mixed men's side of things.
Yeah,
not a bad not a bad mount. So you can see
was the first game he came 26. So it looks like he was sharing a bit in that first game. Is that right?
26. No, he's ranked first here.
Is he?
Yeah, he's ranked first, mate. In this game one, he's ranked first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure what you're looking at.
Oh,
mate.
Yeah, that's right. Because he's played in a couple of series, hasn't he?
Yeah. This event leaderboard we're looking at on screen now is the event leaderboard from the weekend.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'd be looking at one. You're looking at.
I was looking at his overall. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one at the moment, this one on from the weekend, you can he was pretty solid. He had a poor game 4 there.
1, 2.
Yeah, had a poor game 4 there. He shed an 8th there, but I think that's where he started to share the ball around. And that's where he left his points on the table for sure. So game 3 and 4, a little bit of sharing going on, and then it definitely hurt him on the leaderboard for sure.
Yeah, and he enjoys it, doesn't he? He loves it, Oliver.
Yeah, mate. Ollie's loving it, mate. He's been doing a lot of these events. He's out there for sure. So you can see here the 20s remix team here. Let's see if we can refresh this and bring this up.
So you're looking for team at the moment?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
mate, how did
you can see here?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
You can see here on this
You're right,
leaderboard
mate.
here that the 20s remix was pretty solid here. Again, I mean, overall ranked number 6. So pretty solid effort. But again, you can see the top 3 ranked pretty closely together here. But again, balanced sides right throughout, so no one's going to lose any players here. So all have got their 2 marquee players in, so that's going to be holding them in good stead for the next events they play in.
Yeah. So I reckon to get straight onto first time out and just keep your salary cap to that, get it smack on 76,000. Mate, not many teams could. Well, there wouldn't be many teams that get that done right on it, do they?
Oh, mate, they definitely don't. I mean, some of the ones that are popping in now, and we've already seen it. You can see here, this is the other division that played here. You can see the top 2 teams couldn't get it right either, right?
No.
So and I don't know if you can see that right now. I mean, you can see the team that finished 3rd place has got 3 marquee players in it. So again, not a balanced team. Got 3 players that are super dominant. That they're gonna have to lose one, and they're still not sort of hitting the salary cap, but they're gonna have to lose one of those marquee players.
Mate, I think as we go along, I think teams will start to learn. But honestly, I think if it's hard as a player, because if you see opportunity, it jumps out at you, you take it, right? So, and if that happens to you 3 times in a game, you're gaining points all the time.
Absolutely.
So it's just a natural reaction to play what's in front of you. If if you play and you're competitive and you just do it, and then at the end of it, you go, crap, I'm in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah. They'll get it. I mean, I've not looked that team, the 20s remix, Dean and his crew there. Mate, Dean was switched on. Teams like that, I think are going to come to the forefront a lot more. At the moment, people are just rocking up and playing, and then finding out how to play on the day. I mean, the 20s remix crew, they knew what was going on. bit like Dylan and his crew. Even though Dylan, didn't have wasn't a well balanced team. Dylan knew exactly what he was doing when he turned up.
He's not a team player, the old Dill, is he?
And the other thing they've got to worry, like the other thing, apart from having a well-balanced team, they can't just sign up into any event. They've got to look for the one that matches their team. They don't go down and sign up to a gold event that's one just for the sake of playing, because that'll blow them all out of the water. So that's another thing you've got to be wary of as well.
So, mate, the Sunshine Coast one this weekend, mate, is what is it? The Surfside Showdown? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Surfside Showdown, mate. Chrissy McBroom's running that. Chrissy runs Coolum Oztag, so he's going to be running that. So again, he played last week. I spoke to him yesterday.
I did notice. I saw a couple of the pics on socials. I saw him out there.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be some socials coming out about the missed tags. You get the GoPro on. So
really? Oh, he had the GoPro on and missed a tag.
He was not.
That's fantastic.
Not just missed a tag, multiple tags. Yeah. So,
nice.
So we'll be bringing that. We'll be bringing that out at some stage. So, but he's put that on this weekend, so it'll be interesting.
And that's a platinum event, mate. And what do we got? We got a co-ed and an adult men's.
Yep. Yeah, the men's might be not too bad. There's some good teams coming in there, but the mixed crew will be solid as well. It's hard to say, mate, until you get there. I mean, there's a lot of new players we just haven't seen before that are coming across from different codes, to play. So it's hard to tell sometimes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, boys. Another week of Challenger Series. We look forward for the Sunny Coast this weekend. I'm going to go and just do nothing while on a holiday. So you boys have fun at work.
Oh, thanks for that, mate. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
It's my only holiday in 10 years, mate. I've got to take it while I can get it.
Oh, stop now, please.
Hey, look at me working on my holiday.
Yeah, you're amazing.
It's all tax deductible.
Oh, yeah.
All right, boys. Well, have a good week.
Good on you, mate. Enjoy.
Thanks, boys. See ya.